first arrived in the US, I enrolled in Memorial High School, where I only knew basic English words like yes, no, and hello. I slowly learned how to speak English from reading comic books, watching Seinfeld, listening to music, and from making friends. But when I finally learned how to speak English, I used it as my public language and used Spanish for family and close friends because I view this language as private and to only be used for the ones I love. In high school though, I stayed out of trouble and was a model student, but I still felt pressure for being a first generation student. I thought I had to be some kind of doctor or lawyer or something that got to provide for my family. I had this mind-weird limitation in me until senior year of high school, where I started taking more art-centered classes. The teachers believed in me and pushed me to apply to art school. They helped me imagine myself out of my own limitations. I was still hesitant though, but with their help, I applied to the art school Rutgers. I didn't get into the main art school, Mason Gross, but I did get accepted to the Rutgers Newark Art School. During my freshman year of college, I found out that I had a benign tumor in my nasal sinuses, which explained the massive nosebleeds I had from time to time. This forced me to drop my entire second semester of freshman year of college to go get surgery. My condition was so rare that my surgery was performed live in front of a bunch of medical students so they could study for it. Wow. And I didn't even have to pay for it. But it was a bit traumatic for me. It really made me question what I wanted to do in life. It showed me that life is fragile and that I had to follow a path for my art, which is not unique, but actually very familiar for a lot of immigrants. I graduated college in 5 years, and right out the gate, I didn't know what to do. I was trained to become part of the art gallery world, but I knew it wasn't for me. I needed a job, so I applied to be an English teacher in South Korea. Consequently, moved there in 2008. This experience was an eye-opening one for me, because this is where I first practiced unsanctioned street art, which is representational painting outside the art world. It showed me that I could take up public space with art murals in order to create the world I want to live in. It showed me that I could paint brown indigenous faces like mine on a mental scale, and that it wasn't privileged for those in power. I stayed there for 2 more years, and I moved back to USA, this time to Manhattan, New York, where I stayed in my rent-controlled Diaz apartment near Central Park. While I was there, I took a bunch of odd jobs to carry me over while I networked and built a community around making art in public space. I stayed there until the trajectory of my art showed me that I needed to work in a community of color that are not centered and saturated. So I decided to move to Newark, New Jersey. I saw this city with a new set of eyes from when I was here freshman year of college. This was a place where my artwork could actually have an impact on the community, more so than a business-driven New York City. This was a brand new beginning for me. My main goal was to work together with communities around Newark to create a safe space for immigrants and make us visible and to amplify the messages of people of color in a monumental scale. By creating murals in communion and collaboration with others, I am able to help us imagine and create a better and brighter future at a monumental scale.